4 signs that will cut you off without warning. Maybe it has already happened to you to relate with people who are pure love and affection, but from one moment to another, they cut the relationship in a sharp way and without warning. This cut generally catches you off guard and leaves you with all the love you had to give in your hand, and without knowing very well what to do with it. In general, these people are characterized by their detached spirit and free from ties. So yes, they are loving and very sweet, but when they perceive that things are getting too serious, they choose to throw a smoke bomb and disappear without prior notice. Number 4, Aquarius. In the 4th place, we have the most essential sign if we are talking about detachment. Aquarius has a very interesting modus operandi. It establishes relationships but does not feel them directly in the heart. Let us remember that this is an air sign, mostly commanded by the mind and intellect, so emotions are not especially their strength. Aquarius could cut a relationship that was working perfectly simply because they needed a moment to breathe. The personality of these natives is mostly cold, detached, and somewhat uninterested. They hardly care about what others think, and this makes cutting someone off without giving explanations a common currency in their life. Of course, this does not mean that Aquarians do not fall in love. The issue is that the times in their life are too quantum. Just as they fall in love, they fall out of love. Everything happens very quickly in the life of the natives of this sign, and it is not strange that they are inspired by their ruling planet, Uranus, to embody the energy of lightning and end from one day to the next a relationship that could have been lasting. Number 3, Capricorn. Capricorn, for its part, generally stands out for its stable and lasting way of being, so it may seem strange to us that it cuts things off just like that and without warning. However, we also know that it is a sign that is quite characterized by its way of being, somewhat stubborn and very hard-headed. This is why Capricorn hardly accepts anyone who does not meet its requirements of what it considers normal in a relationship. This may be being slightly obsessed with work or projecting their life in exaggeratedly materialistic ways. When Capricorn perceives that the person next to them does not aspire to the same as they do, in their heart awakens the desire to leave them. But of course, as it is the king of structures, it cannot do it just like that. That is why this sign keeps saving all those things that bother it about that person until one fine day, it decides to cut everything in their face. It seems like it was a cut out of nowhere, but it was really coldly calculated. Number 2, Scorpio. Scorpio. Whoever says that they have never had a conflictive relationship with this sign is probably lying. Scorpio is a water sign that is famous for its manipulative, jealous, and quite conflictive way of being. Scorpio is one of those people who will cut you off suddenly, but until that moment, will make your life impossible. The natives of this sign stand out for starting the relationship always showing their best face, the one that is tremendously sensual and powerful, and that makes us feel fortunate to be the chosen ones. However, as time goes by, they change their face, and little by little they show their darker and more problematic side. The worst of all are their methods of manipulation, which make that even if you want to leave them, the simple idea seems unthinkable. Until suddenly, without you imagining it, it is them who leave you, leaving you with your heart in your hands and a great trauma to heal. Number 1, Aries. Aries, for its part, is the one from which we can most expect this attitude of cutting off out of nowhere. This fire sign is famous for its spontaneity, making a sudden breakup seem something common in them. Their relationships always begin in the same way, with a peak of a lot of rising energy in which it seems that everything will be rosy in the relationship. These times are characterized by going from 0 to 100. Arians tend to formalize everything very quickly. The first week they give each other the first kiss, and it would not be strange that the following week they are already living together. But the bad thing about this way of conceiving relationships is that just as they start easily, they also end easily. All the fire that appeared in the first moments ends up burning too fast, making everything become monotonous, something unacceptable for an Arian. That is why it would not be strange for Aries to wake up one day and decide that they no longer want to be together, that they need new air, cutting you off in the face without prior warning. Thank you for watching the video, and let us know your thoughts in comments box below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to get all the updates.